Welcome to Passion Travel. Join us as we explore fascinating destinations, uncover hidden gems, and embark on unforgettable journeys. Subscribe now and ignite your passion for travel. Lamb kebabs, grilled lamb kebabs, served in pita or flatbread with fresh vegetables. To prepare lamb kebabs, you'll need a combination of fresh ingredients for the marinade and the kebabs themselves. Here's a simple recipe with the ingredients required. Ingredients for lamb kebabs. For the marinade: lamb meat, boneless, cut into 1-inch cubes, about 500 g, 1 pound. Yogurt, half a cup, helps tenderize the meat and adds flavor. Garlic, 2 to 3 cloves, minced. Ginger, 1-inch piece, grated or minced. Lemon juice, 2 tablespoons, adds tanginess. Olive oil, 2 tablespoons, for moisture and flavor. Ground cumin, 1 teaspoon. Ground coriander, 1 teaspoon. Ground turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon. Paprika, 1 teaspoon, smoked or regular, for color and mild heat. Cayenne pepper, 1/4 teaspoon, optional, for spice. Salt, to taste. Black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon. Fresh cilantro or parsley, 1 tablespoon, chopped, optional, for extra flavor. Ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon, optional, for a warm note. For the kebabs: vegetables, optional, for grilling with lamb. Bell peppers, 1 to 2, cut into chunks. Red onions, 1, cut into wedges. Cherry tomatoes, a handful. Zucchini, 1, sliced. For assembling: skewers, wooden or metal skewers, soaked in water if wooden. Instructions. Prepare the marinade. In a mixing bowl, combine yogurt, garlic, ginger, lemon juice, olive oil, and all the ground spices: cumin, coriander, turmeric, paprika, cayenne, cinnamon, salt, and pepper. Add chopped fresh cilantro or parsley for an added burst of freshness. Mix well to form a smooth marinade. Marinate the lamb. Add the cubed lamb to the marinade and toss it thoroughly, ensuring all the pieces are well coated. Cover and refrigerate for at least 1 to 2 hours, preferably overnight, to allow the flavors to penetrate and tenderize the meat. Prepare the vegetables, if using. Cut the vegetables, peppers, onions, tomatoes, zucchini, into large chunks or slices. Optionally, drizzle with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and toss to coat. Assemble the kebabs. Preheat your grill or grill pan to medium-high heat. Thread the marinated lamb cubes onto skewers, alternating with the vegetables if using. Grill the kebabs. Grill the lamb kebabs for about 10 to 15 minutes, turning occasionally to ensure even cooking. The lamb should be browned on all sides and cooked to your preferred level of doneness. If using a grill, you can also brush the kebabs with a little extra olive oil or butter during grilling to keep them moist. Serve. Once grilled, remove the lamb kebabs from the skewers and serve hot. They can be served with flatbread, pita, rice, or a side of yogurt sauce and fresh salad. Grilled cheese with local cheeses, a simple grilled cheese sandwich made with Norwegian cheeses like Jarlsberg. To make grilled cheese with local cheeses using Norwegian-style cheeses, you can create a delicious and savory sandwich with a combination of traditional Norwegian flavors. Here's a simple recipe using cheeses that are popular in Norway, like Jarlsberg, Norwegian, and Gudbrandsdalsost. Ingredients for grilled cheese with local cheeses: bread, 2 slices of your choice, sourdough, whole wheat, or white bread. Jarlsberg cheese, 2 to 3 slices, a mild, nutty cheese, similar to Swiss. Norwegian cheese, 2 to 3 slices, a mild, creamy cheese often used in sandwiches. Gudbrandsdalsost, brunost, thin slices, a traditional Norwegian brown cheese with a sweet caramelized flavor. Butter, 1 to 2 tablespoons, for spreading on the bread. Optional add-ins: tomato slices, for a fresh, juicy addition. Ham or turkey slices, if you prefer a more hearty sandwich. Fresh herbs, such as thyme or basil, for extra flavor. Salt and pepper, to taste. Instructions. Prepare the bread. Take 2 slices of bread and butter one side of each slice generously. This will help achieve a golden, crispy exterior when grilling. Assemble the sandwich. On the unbuttered side of one slice of bread, layer the cheeses. Start with Jarlsberg for its mild and nutty flavor. Add Norwegian for creaminess and a rich texture. Place a few slices of Gudbrandsdalsost, brown cheese, for a touch of sweetness and depth. If desired, add optional ingredients like tomato slices, ham, or a sprinkle of fresh herbs. Grill the sandwich. Heat a skillet or griddle over medium heat. Place the sandwich, buttered side down, in the skillet. Grill for about 3 to 5 minutes, pressing gently with a spatula to ensure even grilling. Once the first side is golden brown and crispy, flip the sandwich and grill the other side for an additional 3 to 4 minutes, until the bread is golden brown and the cheese is melted and gooey. Serve. Remove the grilled cheese sandwich from the skillet and let it rest for a minute before cutting. Slice the sandwich in half and serve hot with a side of pickles or a simple salad. Bangers and mash, Norwegian-style sausages served with mashed potatoes and a savory sauce. Bangers and mash is a classic British comfort food, consisting of sausages, bangers, and mashed potatoes, mash, usually served with a rich onion gravy. It's hearty, simple, and delicious. Here's how to make a traditional bangers and mash with a twist using ingredients that are easy to find. Ingredients for bangers and mash. For the sausages, bangers. Sausages, preferably pork sausages or any variety you like, 4 to 6 sausages. Olive oil, 1 to 2 tablespoons, for frying. Fresh herbs, optional, for extra flavor, such as thyme or rosemary. For the mash. Potatoes, 4 to 6 large potatoes, Yukon Gold or russet potatoes work best. Butter, 2 to 3 tablespoons. Milk or cream, half a cup, adjust for desired creaminess. Salt, to taste. Black pepper, to taste. Garlic, 1 to 2 cloves, optional, for flavor. Chives or parsley, optional, for garnish. For the onion gravy. Onions, 2 large onions, thinly sliced. Butter, 2 tablespoons. Flour, 1 tablespoon, for thickening the gravy. Beef stock, 2 cups, or vegetable stock for a lighter version. Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon, for a savory, tangy kick. Salt and pepper, to taste. Fresh thyme, 1 to 2 sprigs, optional, for added flavor. Instructions. Prepare the mashed potatoes. Peel and chop the potatoes into chunks. Place them in a large pot of salted water. Bring the water to a boil and cook the potatoes for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until they are soft when pierced with a fork. Drain the potatoes and return them to the pot. Mash the potatoes using a potato masher or hand mixer until smooth and creamy. Add butter, milk or cream, salt, and pepper to taste. You can also add finely minced garlic for extra flavor. Keep warm while you cook the sausages and gravy. Cook the sausages, bangers. Heat olive oil in a large frying pan or skillet over medium heat. Add the sausages and cook them for about 10 to 12 minutes, turning them occasionally until they are golden brown on the outside and cooked through on the inside. If using, add some fresh thyme or rosemary to the pan for extra flavor. Once cooked, remove the sausages from the pan and set them aside. Make the onion gravy. In the same pan where the sausages were cooked, melt butter over medium heat. Add the sliced onions and cook them, stirring occasionally, for about 10 to 15 minutes, until they become soft, golden, and caramelized. Sprinkle in flour and stir well to combine, cooking for an additional 2 minutes. Gradually add beef stock, stirring constantly to avoid lumps. Bring the mixture to a simmer. Add Worcestershire sauce, and season with salt, pepper, and fresh thyme if desired. Let the gravy simmer for another 5 to 10 minutes until it thickens to your desired consistency. Taste and adjust seasoning as needed. Assemble the dish. Spoon a generous amount of mashed potatoes onto each plate. Place the sausages, bangers, on top or beside the mash. Pour the onion gravy over the sausages and potatoes. Serve. Garnish with fresh chives or parsley if desired. Serve hot, and enjoy your comforting bangers and mash. Vaffel med blåbær, waffle served with blueberries and whipped cream, popular in the Buskerud region. Vaffel med blåbær, waffles with blueberries, is a delicious Norwegian treat, perfect for breakfast, dessert, or a snack. Norwegian waffles are soft, light, and slightly crispy on the outside. When paired with fresh blueberries, they make for a delightful combination of flavors. Here's a simple recipe to prepare vaffel med blåbær. Ingredients for vaffel, Norwegian waffles. For the waffles: all-purpose flour, 2 cups, 250 g. Baking powder, 1 tablespoon. Salt, a pinch. Sugar, 2 tablespoons, you can adjust to taste. Eggs, 2 large. Milk, 1½ cups, 360 milliliters. Butter, half a cup, 115 g, melted, or use vegetable oil. Vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon. Cardamom optional, for a hint of spice, 1/4 teaspoon. For the blueberry topping: fresh blueberries, 1 cup, you can also use frozen blueberries. Sugar, 1 to 2 tablespoons, optional, to sweeten the berries. Lemon zest, optional, for a fresh flavor, 1 teaspoon. Whipped cream or sour cream, for serving, optional. Instructions: prepare the waffle batter. In a large bowl, whisk together flour, baking powder, salt, and sugar. In another bowl, beat the eggs and then add milk, melted butter, and vanilla extract. Whisk until well combined. Gradually add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, mixing until you have a smooth batter. If using, add cardamom for a traditional Norwegian flavor. Preheat the waffle iron. Preheat your waffle iron according to the manufacturer's instructions. Lightly grease the plates with butter or oil to prevent sticking. Cook the waffles. Pour a ladle of the batter into the preheated waffle iron and close it. Cook the waffles for about 3 to 5 minutes, or until golden brown and crispy on the edges. Remove the waffles from the iron and set them aside on a plate. Repeat with the remaining batter. Prepare the blueberry topping. In a small saucepan, place the blueberries over low to medium heat. If you prefer sweeter blueberries, add sugar and gently stir. Cook for about 5 to 7 minutes, allowing the blueberries to soften and release their juices. If desired, you can add a bit of lemon zest to the blueberries for extra freshness. Serve. Serve the freshly made waffles warm with the blueberry topping spooned over the top. Optionally, add a dollop of whipped cream or a spoonful of sour cream to enhance the flavor. Flatbrød Wraps, flatbread wraps with fillings like salmon, chicken, or lamb. Flatbrød wraps are a traditional Norwegian dish made with flatbread, which is thin, soft, and slightly crispy. It's often used as a wrap for various fillings. Flatbrød is popular in Norway, and when paired with savory fillings, it makes for a delicious and versatile meal. Here's how to prepare flatbrød wraps with a simple flatbread recipe and some tasty filling ideas. Ingredients for flatbread. For the flatbread: all-purpose flour, 2 cups, 250 g. Water, 3/4 cup, 180 milliliters. Salt, 1/2 teaspoon. Butter or oil, 2 tablespoons, optional, for added flavor and tenderness. Baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon, optional, to make the flatbread slightly puffier. Instructions for flatbread. Make the dough. In a mixing bowl, combine flour, salt, and baking powder if using. Gradually add water and mix until a soft dough forms. You may need to adjust the water slightly to achieve the right consistency. If you want a softer flatbread, add butter or oil to the dough and knead it in. Knead and rest. Knead the dough for about 5 minutes on a lightly floured surface until it becomes smooth and elastic. Cover the dough with a clean cloth and let it rest for about 30 minutes. Roll and cook the flatbread. After the dough has rested, divide it into small balls, about the size of a golf ball. Roll each ball out into a thin circle, around 6 to 8 inches in diameter. Heat a dry skillet or frying pan over medium-high heat. Once hot, place the rolled-out dough in the pan. Cook the flatbread for about 1 to 2 minutes on each side, until lightly golden spots appear and the bread puffs up slightly. Repeat with the remaining dough balls. Keep warm. Stack the cooked flatbreads on a plate and cover them with a clean kitchen towel to keep them warm. Suggested fillings for flatbread wraps. You can fill your flatbread wraps with a variety of savory ingredients, depending on your taste and preferences. Here are some ideas. Traditional Norwegian filling. Gravlax, cured salmon. Add some gravlax, a few slices of red onion, and a little dill. You can also add mustard sauce for extra flavor. Sour cream or crème fraîche, for a creamy and tangy contrast. Vegetarian filling. Roasted vegetables. Fill the wrap with roasted vegetables like zucchini, bell peppers, and onions. Add a little feta cheese or cream cheese for creaminess. Hummus. Spread a layer of hummus and top it with fresh spinach, avocado, and a sprinkle of seeds. Lamb or meat filling. Grilled lamb. Add some grilled lamb slices with garlic yogurt sauce and fresh cucumber or tomatoes. Pulled pork or chicken. If you prefer meat, use pulled pork or chicken and add a tangy barbecue sauce along with some coleslaw. Fish and creamy filling. Smoked salmon. Add smoked salmon, a dollop of creamy horseradish sauce, and a few capers. Tuna salad. Make a simple tuna salad with tuna, mayo, pickles, and lettuce. Assembling the wraps. Lay out a warm flatbread on a flat surface. Spoon your chosen filling onto the center of the flatbread. Fold in the edges of the flatbread and roll it up tightly, like a burrito. Serve immediately with a side of pickles, salad, or fresh fruit. Burgers with Nordic ingredients. Street food vendors serving burgers with Norwegian cheese, cured meats, or fish. Burgers with Nordic ingredients combine the classic burger with a Scandinavian twist, incorporating fresh, local, and traditional Nordic ingredients. You can use ingredients like Nordic cheeses, fish, pickled vegetables, and rye bread for a truly unique and flavorful burger experience. Here's a recipe for Nordic-inspired burgers. Ingredients for Nordic burgers. For the burger patties. Ground beef or ground lamb, 1 pound, for 50 g, or a mix of both for richer flavor. Onion, 1 small, finely chopped, optional for extra flavor. Garlic, 1 to 2 cloves, minced. Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon. Salt and freshly ground black pepper, to taste. Fresh herbs, such as dill, thyme, or rosemary, optional, for a fresh Nordic touch. For the Nordic burger toppings. Cheese. Jarlsberg cheese, 2 to 4 slices, a mild, Swiss-style cheese. Alternatively, you could use skyr cheese or gammelost, a traditional Norwegian cheese, for a more pungent flavor. Pickled vegetables. Pickled cucumbers, thinly sliced, a common Scandinavian accompaniment. Pickled red onions, optional, for extra tang and color. Pickled beets, for a sweet and earthy flavor. Lettuce, a few fresh leaves, romaine or arugula, are good options. Cranberry sauce, a spoonful, for a traditional Nordic touch, especially with venison or lamb. Smoked salmon, a thin slice or 2, optional, for a unique and Nordic seafood twist. Rye bread or buns. Traditionally, you can use rugbrød, rye bread, for a denser and heartier burger, or use classic burger buns for a softer option. Mustard or lingonberry jam, for extra Nordic flavor. Instructions for Nordic burgers. Prepare the burger patties. In a large bowl, mix the ground beef or lamb with finely chopped onion, minced garlic, Dijon mustard, and chopped herbs, if using. Season with salt and pepper. Form the mixture into 4 patties, making them slightly larger than the size of your buns as they will shrink slightly while cooking. Cook the patties. Heat a pan or grill over medium-high heat and add a small amount of oil or butter. Cook the burger patties for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side, or until they reach your desired level of doneness. For a more flavorful and juicy patty, cook until medium rare to medium. Toast the buns. Lightly toast the rye bread or burger buns on the grill or in the pan until they are slightly golden and crispy on the edges. Assemble the Nordic burger. Place a warm burger patty on the bottom half of the toasted bun. Top the patty with a slice of Jarlsberg cheese, or your choice of Nordic cheese, and allow it to melt slightly on the hot patty. Add a few slices of pickled cucumbers, pickled red onions, and a dollop of cranberry sauce or lingonberry jam on top. Optionally, add a slice of smoked salmon for an extra Nordic twist. Add some fresh lettuce, romaine or arugula, for crunch. Top with the other half of the toasted bun. Serve. Serve the burger with a side of roasted potatoes or sweet potato fries, and enjoy with a refreshing glass of beer or a traditional Sveler, thick pancakes, often served with butter and sugar or jam. Sveler are traditional Norwegian pancakes that are thicker than crepes but lighter and fluffier than American pancakes. Often served with butter and jam, they are a beloved treat, particularly in the western regions of Norway. They are typically enjoyed with coffee, either as a snack or a dessert. Ingredients for Sveler: all-purpose flour, 2 cups, 250 g. Baking powder, 2 teaspoons. Sugar, 2 tablespoons. Salt, 1/4 teaspoon. Milk, 1½ cups, 360 milliliters. Eggs, 2 large. Butter, 2 tablespoons, melted. Vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon, optional, for extra flavor. Butter, for frying. Jam, such as strawberry, raspberry, or cloudberry, for serving. Powdered sugar, optional, for sprinkling. Instructions. Make the batter. In a large bowl, whisk together the flour, baking powder, sugar, and salt. In a separate bowl, whisk the eggs and milk together. Add the melted butter and vanilla extract, if using. Pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and mix until combined into a smooth batter. It should be slightly thicker than pancake batter but still pourable. If it's too thick, add a little more milk. Cook the Sveler. Heat a non-stick frying pan or griddle over medium heat and add a small amount of butter to grease the surface. Pour about a 1/4 cup of batter into the pan for each Sveler, spreading it out into a round shape. You can make them as large or small as you like, but they are typically about the size of a small pancake. Cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on the first side until bubbles form on the surface. Flip and cook for another 1 to 2 minutes until golden brown on both sides. Repeat with the remaining batter, adding more butter to the pan as needed. Serve. Stack the Sveler on a plate and serve them warm with a generous spread of butter and a dollop of jam. Cloudberry jam is a traditional favorite in Norway. Optionally, you can sprinkle some powdered sugar on top for extra sweetness. Pølse Vaffel, hot dog served in a waffle instead of bread, a Norwegian twist. Pølse Vaffel is a beloved Norwegian street food that combines two classic favorites, hot dogs, pølse, and waffles, vaffel. This unique dish features a hot dog served in a waffle instead of a traditional bun, creating a delicious and comforting snack that's both savory and slightly sweet. It's often enjoyed at festivals, fairs, or as a quick bite. Ingredients for Pølse Vaffel. For the waffles: all-purpose flour, 2 cups, 250 g. Baking powder, 2 teaspoons. Sugar, 2 tablespoons. Salt, 1/4 teaspoon. Milk, 1½ cups, 360 milliliters. Eggs, 2 large. Butter, 2 tablespoons, melted. Vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon, optional, for added flavor. For the pølse, hot dog. Hot dogs, 4 to 6, you can use regular beef or pork hot dogs, or try a specialty variety like a smoky sausage. Ketchup, for topping. Mustard, for topping. Relish, optional, for topping. Fried onions, optional, for added crunch. Sauerkraut or pickled vegetables, optional, for extra tang. Instructions. Make the waffle batter. In a large bowl, whisk together the flour, baking powder, sugar, and salt. In another bowl, whisk together the eggs, milk, melted butter, and vanilla extract, if using. Pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and stir until the batter is smooth and well combined. The batter should be thick, but pourable. Cook the waffles. Preheat your waffle iron according to the manufacturer's instructions. Lightly grease the waffle iron with butter or cooking spray to prevent sticking. Pour enough batter into the waffle iron to cover the surface, then close the iron and cook for about 2 to 3 minutes or until the waffles are golden brown and crispy. Remove the waffles and set them aside. Repeat with the remaining batter. Cook the hot dogs. While the waffles are cooking, heat the hot dogs. You can grill them, boil them, or cook them in a pan, whichever method you prefer. If grilling or pan frying, cook the hot dogs until they are lightly browned and heated through. Assemble the Pølse waffle. Place a waffle on a plate and cut it into a rectangular shape, or leave it whole, depending on the size of your waffle iron. Place a cooked hot dog in the center of the waffle. Top the hot dog with your choice of ketchup, mustard, fried onions, and any other condiments or toppings you enjoy, e.g., relish, pickled vegetables, or sauerkraut. Serve. Serve immediately, and enjoy this delicious and hearty Norwegian snack.